好，现在在倒数，搞得跟这个跨年一样啊。早上那个荷兰已经有进行一小段的开场，所以我们是后来加入的，会跟 Berlin 一起。那今年还有韩国会跟我们一起连线。那往年呢都是 Andres 会参加，不过今年他会待在 Wilton 参加 Wilton 的现场，所以Andres 不会，他只会以这个 video 的方式跟大家谈一谈，就不确定明年 Andres 会不会到台湾。好喽，3、2、1，应该是一个影片了，我猜。
My son, when he was communicating with other kids, when he was 4 or 5, he was acting different than other kids. And also in the communication to us, he was different than other kids. The story I like to share is about my relationship with my son, because it defined me, who I am today. I became a father when I was 34 years old, and I was, of course, thrilled to have my first baby. I have 2 children, by the way, also a daughter. When he became like 10 years old, 11 years old, he really started talking, and I still didn't understand him. I could not get to him, and he could not get to me. For instance, he got angry very fast, and for no reason whatsoever. It was very difficult to reach him, to really connect with him. To give him a hug was already very difficult. My wife could deal with him much better than I could, so we both decided I need external help. It was at that defining moment that I knew that I could not do it myself. That I need someone else outside my inner circle, someone else that can really be tough to me and ask me the right questions and go very, very, very deep to really understand what I have to do different to react better with my son. It took me, I think, 6, 7 months, 2 times per month going to a coach, talking, listening, understanding who he was, but most of all, understanding who I am and why I reacted the way I reacted. And I learned a lot. And thereafter, I was able really to communicate much better with my son than I was doing it before that period. During my career, I had many moments where that defining moment with my son came back, where I had to ask for help because I could not cope alone. The moment most people know is with the situation around 5L. When we opened the warehouse, I was the end responsible. So then I also asked for help. Please help us because we cannot do it on our own. And the help was overwhelming. More than 1,000 people from ASML offered their help to work in the evening, to work during the day, during the weekend. That was overwhelming. I was under enormous pressure, so I asked for a different coach to talk to, and he could give me advice from an outsider point of view how to keep on standing in that very difficult situation. So why did I decide to share this story with my colleagues? It's not a shame to ask for help. It's not a shame to show that you're vulnerable. It's not a shame that you show that you cannot do something. It's a strength. If someone else helps you, you can grow as well, and you can become a better person or a better manager or a better technician or a better spouse. And within ASML, asking for help is not a shame. Asking for help is a strength. And if you ask your colleagues for help, they will help. That's why we are ASML. To my manufacturing colleagues, I would like to say, I hope you enjoy the day, have fun, but also learn from each other. Learn from each other's experience. And above all, dare to share.
Wow. That was really something. Wow. Wow, this was really a powerful message there to share. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Willkommen. Han je hamnida, hongeng, or welkom. I tried. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome here to the ASML Manufacturing Day 2025. It's awesome that you took the time to be with us today from across the globe. We have Taiwan, Korea, Berlin, and Veldhoven campus, but also different places online, whether it's in the office or at home. Thank you so much for watching. We are live from Eindhoven. We have like 600 colleagues from the Netherlands here, and this is your round of applause for them. Let's give them a warm round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. This is for you. This is for you. We're actually connected live, so maybe we can show the screens of all our colleagues watching this. Can we have a wave, please, from the colleagues over there? Yes. Do you see this, guys? All right. Can you wave? Yeah, there they are. Yeah. There's a little bit of a delay. Yeah. Wave back. Wave back. Yeah. Good. They see this, right? Good. I like the flags. I love the flags. This is good. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being with us today. And it's going to be an incredible action-packed day. My name is Rens. I'm a business journalist here in the Netherlands, and it's my pleasure to guide you through today's program. So what will we do today? Well, actually, we're going to celebrate. One, because we look back at what you've achieved the past months and your skills and your efforts. It is truly unique. The other way, we also know that manufacturing is essential, vital to the success of ASML, and we all know that we can improve by working together. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Continuous improving by sharing knowledge, because if we share knowledge, we know more, and then we perform better. Because what we see in all our organizations is that we try to solve problems in our own organization. Let's connect to Linkao, because in Linkao, we have our first Dare to Share moment. In Linkao is Betty Ye. Let's see if Betty is there. Betty, are you there?
Hi.
Good morning.
Hi, ASML manufacturing community. We're here in Taiwan. Hi,
there you are. We can't hear you
Hi.
yet, Betty, but hopefully, yes. Oh, they're waving, so that's good. How's the vibe over there, Betty?
It's very great. I hope you can feel the energy in the room. We're super engaged, so exciting, and looking forward to the event today.
Great. So do you have some colleagues that want to share a dare to share moment?
Yeah, I'm standing next to Emily Wan from Lincoln Factory, and I would like to ask her a few questions about her dare to share moment. So Emily, I know you just joined a ERP migration project, which is very important for all of us. So could you let us know the challenge and the difficulty you face in this project?
Well, the hardest part for this project is actually not the technology. It's about understanding every user's needs, every work scenario, and every tiny but important step at their works. However, we don't have previous experience and we have no templates to follow. This is very difficult for us because we didn't know where to start and we need to figure out everything from scratch.
Oh, that could be very hard. So how did you overcome it?
I think teamwork is the key. We are lucky to have the strong support from our factory project lead and each work stream lead. We work closely as a project group and clearly defined our roles and responsibilities. We also made sure that every task well aligned with our key process. And each department also contributes some key users that help us to identify how the changes will impact on their operations. So I need to say this is a very supportive organization so that we can move on the project.
I'm really glad to hear that. So is there any reminder you want to share with us from this experience?
So looking ahead, we know the challenge is not over yet, but with the teamwork and the strong structure we built, we are confident that we can succeed. And today we also prepare a small activity at the 6th floor here in Lincoln Factory. So please come to join us, and you can also be a part of this important transformation.
I am also looking forward to that part. So thank you, Emily. And next, I'm going to invite Rick from the Thailand factory to share about his project about the safety improvement. So safety is so important to all of us in manufacturing. It's our first priority. So Rick, could you tell us more about the project background?
Yeah, sure. So one of the modules triggered the CQN from the field due to the safety concern, and safety always comes first. So we took immediate action right away when we heard the voice of customer. So in the same time, we were trying to ramp up the 500 kilogram test in the fab. We also identified potential risks regarding of the safety, of course. So basically, at that moment, we are trying to dealing with the two critical safety issues that might be impacting the fab and so also the field. So this somehow kind of pushed us to work closely to tackle the both challenge.
Yeah, that could be very, very busy and peak time. So is there the most important thing you saw or you learned from this experience?
So for me, I think the collaboration plays a key role in this whole project. And we work closely with the DME, ENG, also ME, my team, also the CS team. So by being proactive, we see a great chance that we can improve both the field side, also the fab side, the safety issue. And what's more, in the end, it turned out to be a win-win situation. I mean, a win-win result for us, also for the customer. The customer really satisfied and also appreciate how much we care and how fast we respond. So in the end, we now, from our side, in the end, we not only strengthen the safety practice, but also we move closer to the independence phase of the DuPont-Bradley curve. And what's the best part is we also got recognition with the safety award, which made our whole team proud.
Well, congratulations. I'm sure you and your team deserve that. So thank you, Rick, and thank you, Emily. And I think both sharing are so inspiring and insightful. And that's from Taiwan, our Dare to Share moment. I hope you enjoy it. So give the stage back to you, Rens.
Thank you so much, Betty. An applause from Eindhoven to you. Thank you, Betty. Thank you, Emily. Thank you, Rick. This was really inspiring. Thank you so much for taking the time. So we are here with a few of our colleagues, brave enough to share. So let's talk to the factory heads in Europe and in Asia to see if they practice what they preach. I'm first going to announce the people here on stage and then the people that are online. Please first give it up for Ben Winters, Erik Korsten and Leon Kierkels. Please come forward. There they are. You can stand over here. But we have not only people from let's say, the Netherlands here. We also invited the factory heads from the Linkau, the Tainan, and the Berlin factories. So we have Linkau factory, Tony Chow. We have the Tainan factory, Leonard Lin. And from Berlin, we have Thomas Polzer. Please give them up for a round of applause as well. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So what we've done, ladies and gentlemen, is we've prepared some statements for you all, linked up to the theme of today, Dare to Share. I'll present them to you one by one, and you can show, whether you're online or here in the studio, if you agree or disagree. If you agree, it's thumbs up, right? If you don't agree, it's thumbs down. So can we practice this, right? So just to know that we're on the same page. So if we agree, we all do thumbs up, right? We can see that. Yeah. Yes, we can see that. Okay. And now we disagree, we go thumbs down. Yeah. I love the guys in the background, right? They're doing it as well. So I love it. Berlin's doing good. Yeah. All right. So if you're not logged in, you can vote for this as well. And you can have some, share some things as well. Go to your personal page on the QR code and let's do this. So, Dare to Share game. Let's go. This is the first question. True or false? Agree or not agree? Our global factory network does a good job of sharing knowledge today. There we go. Is it true or not true? So we have a disagree, disagree, agree. And the audience is voting as well. It's it's more disagree than agree. Okay. Let's go to Leonard. Leonard, would you be so kind to answer this question the first?
Yes. This is Leonard.
I don't know if we have connection with Leonard already.
Yes, this is Leonard from Tainan Factory. Yeah, I think
Yes.
we do a very good
Could
job.
you comment on this?
Yeah, I think we do a very good job in sharing the knowledge because in global manufacturing, we have the competency centers. For example, in Tainan Factory, last year, the Contamination Control Competency Center really helped Tainan Factory to get through our output challenge. I really appreciate that. And I think that's one of the very good cases that we have knowledge sharing within global manufacturing.
All right, thank you so much. Ben from the TwinScan Factory, well, you did a disagree, right? Or
Yeah, indeed, I had a disagree. Also, looking at the response earlier today, when we asked that question on how many times do we share information, we ended up in the D segment. So I think
not that many times.
Not that many times, and it is also what we get back from our teams in the We at ASML survey. So I think if we would ask our people, we have a lot of room to improve here.
Yeah.
I do, by the way, fully recognize that we have these things called competence centers, where we bring people from across factories together to learn on specific areas and also really connect. But I would say there's a lot of room for improvement still.
Yes. Leon.
Yeah, I had my thumb down. So I do see the competence centers, and I think they're rocking. That really works. But also see many examples, and also here you see answer B, where people really say we need to work better together. It's such a big opportunity.
Right. What's holding us back?
I don't know. I even remember this example in front of the customer talking about torquing bolts. I had this problem when I was still at the TwinScan factory, explaining how we would solve it in TwinScan factory. It was a very humbling experience because they know exactly where to look and ask questions. They were not shouting, they were not too emotional, they were very collaborative, but they knew exactly where to touch me. And at some point, because they also have EUV systems in the factory, they said, but that EUV side, they do it like this. Did you check with them?
Ooh, that's something in the stomach, right?
Such a humbling experience, and that just radiates. There's this opportunity, and also people tell us, let's work together more.
All right. So we need to work together more, right? So let's go to the next question. Next question is true or false? I am actively collaborating with another factory or location on a project or program right now. So you can vote on that. Yeah, well, we have thumbs up. We have thumbs up. Everybody's thumbs up. Okay, The leaders are thumbs up, right? The rest is like, no. This is interesting. Okay. All right. So it's a bit of 50-50 on the audience side. Let's go to Thomas in Berlin. Thomas, would you be so kind to react?
Yeah, good morning from Berlin as well. So looking on what we do actually, and I really must say, this is now broadly happening over all hierarchy levels as well in the different functions and sectors within Berlin. We have a really close collaboration now with the Wilton factory, even though it's 6 hours time difference, far away over the ocean. I think we, even on the working level, we are exchanging staff to each other, we are visiting each other, we are sharing details about processes, tools, how we work, how we, especially as a make or a module factory, do certain things where we have similar or comparable technologies available. And even on a managerial level, we share, for example, how we do business continuity management, how we organize ourselves and these kind of things. It took a while, to be honest. And there was also a little bit of a competitive situation between the two factories initially, but I think we are over this. And the last really good example was the EPA transfer from Wilton to Berlin, where I would say really on a working level, with training each other about the manufacturing processes, the transfer finally became a success.
Right. So it really works to collaborate with another factory, right? Thomas?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go to Tony. Tony, could you share what your thoughts are on this?
Yeah, everyone in Veldhoven and Berlin, good morning. I think collaboration is a nice word and easy word to say, but very difficult to truly realize. And if you look at our total product portfolio, we're connected to all three business lines. And we constantly have quite a bit of projects ongoing that we have to collaborate in order to be successful. So for example, with UV Factory, we are preparing forward on the cold flow module cleaning and the new collector cleaning for the latest 3800 and the 5000. We're also trying to collaborate and also together with customers to look for the opportunities to do the local repair. This will really benefit everybody in terms of the financial benefits and the efficiency. And with the DUV factory, we are working on setting the new Type A factory with capabilities to support module, a certain amount of module manufacturing to support TwinScan factory as well. And with Wilton, we are working on the high volume YieldStar transfer, sensor transfer. I think that will greatly enhance the total YieldStar product to make the system, the wafer stage, and also sensors together all in one location. So that these are the examples of projects that we are collaborating on.
Right. So, but you said it's an easy word, hard to do. What's hard about it, Tony?
Easy to say because it's just a word, right? It sounds good. It makes the company looks great. We can say that every day. But in a competitive environment, I think to truly open up to each other, ask for help. That's also what Andre says right in the beginning, right? Within SML, asking for help is a strength. But I would say most people don't necessarily want to reveal that as part of their weakness. That's a mental shift. So it's difficult to really carry that out.
Yeah, well, very strong words. Thank you so much. Leonard, your take on this.
Yeah. Actually, in Tainan factory, inspired by EUV factory, Berlin factory, and the 5L, we are doing the next level of the contamination control project. I think, like Tony mentioned, it may not be so easy, but if you reach out, ASML always help each other. I think that's what we experience in this contamination control project. I really appreciate all the help from other factories.
All right, great one. So let's go to the next one, and this is a true or false statement again. My factory has initiated a program or continuous improvement idea due to its success at another location? All right, you can vote on that again, and gentlemen, you can vote on that again. We see thumbs up, thumbs down in Berlin, and we see 2 thumbs up in Asia. All right. Let's go to Ben. Ben, could you share?
Yeah, so I started recently in the TwinScan factory. Before that, worked at manufacturing services. And I'm quite happy to see that there's actually a lot of continuous improvement initiatives where teams from both environments work together to get to success. So I would consider that to be practical examples of where teams across factories team up. But also in 5L, yes, it was a bit of a, let's say, troublesome start initially, but we use a system called EWM, which now runs quite successfully in 5L, I would say. And after that, we've implemented exactly the same thing also in the TwinScan factory. First in the TwinScan factory in Veldhoven, and most recently quite successful in ASML Motion. So I think these would be good examples of where we team up and implement things that have been successfully implemented elsewhere.
Right. Eric, your point of view.
I answered yes as well. I think one of the concrete examples is that at this moment in time in EUV factory, we're trying to get NXC into a more high volume manufacturing type of state. So we have a perfect example of how to run a high volume manufacturing fab right next door. It's a TwinScan factory. And we were pretty jealous, or we are still pretty jealous of the low disturbance levels that Ben and his teams have been able to get at the TwinScan. So we decided to go figure out with them, to go see how they're doing it. So the NXC manufacturing staff has visited Ben's factory a few times, and now the sub-staffs are also visiting their colleague teams in the TwinScan factory.
And are they working together well?
They're working together. I think at this moment in time, they're mostly there's a lot of learning that EUV factory is taking from the TwinScan factory. One example is how the TwinScan factory deals with disturbances in a milestone with multiple disturbances, and when do you say stop, we do not continue, and when do you still go for progress?
Right.
So this is something that we're now actively implementing.
Maybe good to add that this works both ways. So there's also a lot of...
You're learning from EUV as well?
Definitely.
Yeah. What are you learning from?
Well, they're, I would say, much more intense in terms of MPI introductions. So that is an area where we can still learn a lot from the EUV factory.
Right. Okay. So let's go to Tony in Linkou. Tony, could you elaborate on that?
Yeah, we have taken the idea of flow manufacturing from TwinScan factory. So flow was already a name maybe 15 years ago when Theo Bartra was running the manufacturing. However, it remained as a name mostly because it was inconceivable that we are building such a gigantic machine and we can build it on a moving flow line. So 15 years later, TwinScan is taking that momentum again due to the business nature of the expansion. We have to innovate ourselves. So we picked up on that idea. And coincidentally, we are already manufacture all the reticle handlers for TwinScan factory. So we took the idea and adapt to the same principle. When we make the first proof of concept, which will be probably a month or two from now, we will be able to transform the current build from 5 days to make one system to 6 hours, put everything on an equal pitch. So that's something very exciting that we are collaborating with TwinScan factory.
Right. So I'm just improvising here, but Thomas in Berlin, I saw you saying disagree. You haven't initiated any continuous improvement idea due to the success of another location. How did that happen?
Yeah, we are currently not really based on actual learning, doing a real program regarding that. What I think Berlin, because we are a little bit the new kid on the block, not so long within the ASML family, what we heavily do now over the course of the last 2 years, as I see it, is introducing best known methods from all other factories into Berlin. This is happening as we speak, for sure, but this is not, as I see it, as a program by itself. This is A lot of good things in individual sectors and areas where there was already knowledge within ASML, and it was shared with Berlin, and we introducing it on a daily basis.
Yeah. Would you like to do it more? Is that something of a wish?
We have a roadmap somehow that we especially go on a yearly basis through the whole list of best known methods and said where we can really add more value in our own organization, looking at our processes. And I think over every year, my staff and myself, we sit together and say, so where do we tackle and do a next, let's say, introduction of a best known method? This is how we work on that.
Right. Awesome. So let's go to the next statement. True or false again? I sometimes feel inclined to solve an issue or start an initiative on my own instead of collaborating with another location facing a similar issue. Let's see it. These are you're technical guys, right? You wanna solve it yourself. We see thumbs up in Asia. Did we see a half thumb up or down? What is it? Yeah. Down and up. All right, down and up. Right. Okay. Let's first, Leonard. Let's go to you first in Asia.
Yeah, in ASML we are engineers, so we don't want to wait. If we see issues we want to solve by ourselves, helping is always good, but we will not stop. Yeah.
Yeah, we are okay. So actually, you're agreeing with this one, right? Yeah. So you want to do this yourself, right? Eric, do you want to solve it yourself first?
I think very, very similar to what Leonard said. We're all engineers. If you work at ASML, you have the ownership and problem-solving mindset. The first thing you do when you see a problem is jump on it.
Yeah, right.
Is that the smartest thing to do?
No, we don't know. Let's discuss.
Not always.
Yeah. So Ben, for you as well, right? You want to solve it first yourself.
Yeah, since this is a dare to share environment, I think it's also fair to say working together, it's building a bit, it's not always easy. Eh? So working across factories has budget implications, you need to arrange a lot of things. So yeah, it's also fair to say that sometimes if we need to move, we will move.
Yeah, but this is, so Leon, for you then, so do you
I also have my thumbs up. Although I like the bromance just happening here on learning from each other, working together. I think we all know our examples that
you're welcome to join us.
I know.
There's a bromance going on, right? Yeah.
But we see so many examples where you just move and you want to fix it, exactly like all of you say. And I also know it for myself. It's a very human reaction, you want to fix it. But I think also if you look back to the different factories, how they started, what they were before. Many of us were suppliers before.
Yeah.
Take the 5L example of Andries. The physical building, the setting was not even there 4 years ago.
Right.
So things are there for a reason in a certain way, and then it's not always comparable across the sites. So sometimes it's also easier to just do it for your local solution and not work too hard to also compare it with others. Yeah. But I think moving forward, standardization, harmonization will also bring us a lot. Yeah. The example of ERP mentioned this morning, I think if you're going to do these kind of big changes, we need to work together. We can also really benefit from working together.
So maybe to go to Berlin, Thomas, are you a problem solver or are you a connector?
Both. Guys, we all are problem solvers. I think it's one of the human nature top bias to overestimate your own capabilities. We need to be honest.
Sometimes it's true.
This always means you know already the solution, even if you haven't understood the problem.
Yeah.
And this is the same in Berlin. And I think what management has to do is ask the right questions. For example, have you checked with your colleagues in other even departments within Berlin, or have you checked with your colleagues at other sites which have similar problems or might have similar problems if they have fixed it already by themselves? And this is what our duty, what we have to do. But to completely overcome that bias, let's be realistic.
Okay, so Tony Zhao, could you elaborate on that as well? What is your opinion?
Well, I agree with all the gentlemen's words. We're proud beings. We want to solve problems.
Yeah.
Concur.
Well, so this is so. Thank you so much, Tony, for that. So here we are, right? So we're talking about leveraging the network of factories, and our theme of today is Dare to Share, because we know if we share things, we learn more, and as a whole we grow. But at the end of the day, we all, as Thomas pointed out really nicely, we have a bias to solve things ourselves. So is this, Leon, a solvable problem that we have that bias?
If it's solvable, I'm a bit with Thomas. Let's recognize it's there. I think solvable in the sense that we improve every day as we go. I think sometimes the manufacturing staff, it's easier because every week we sit together, we look at each other's scope, and we offer each other help or give tips, sometimes unasked. But I think towards towards the teams, it's also for us as leaders to really inspire this attitude,
right.
and ask people to look around and give them some tips. I think that's a role for us too.
But Eric, it's interesting. Like it's easier to give a tip than to ask for help, right?
Yeah, but I think a solution is very much in the earlier questions. We have put structures in place to share knowledge, and I think if we share the knowledge before you have a problem and you're aware of knowledge that is around, because in the moment you have the problem, you're not going to look for the knowledge. You need to know, hey, somebody else has fixed this. So I think the solution is in making sure we share more. We know what everybody's facing. We know what everybody's doing, such that at the moment that we need it, we can go for the details.
Right. So thank you so much. In Asia, in Berlin, here in Eindhoven, for the factory heads, thank you so much for sharing this idea. And the conclusion may be dare to share, right, Ben?
I would agree with that, yes.
Yeah, you would agree. Thomas, are you agreeing with that? Dare to share? Yeah, of course. Tony, are you agreeing with that? Dare to share is important to do?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. You're lip syncing. I'm lip syncing you right now. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Thank you so much. Warm round of applause from Eindhoven and around the world for you guys. So let's connect with Veldhoven. We have a reporter in Veldhoven. Because in Veldhoven campus now is our reporter, Alexandra Poziomkowska. There you are, Alexandra. How are you today?
Good, good. A bit stressed because I'm also organizing this event in this beautiful Veldhoven campus, but we are very energized.
Yeah, very energized. Well, the same here. So the energy is good. So what do you do at ASML in a daily life?
Well, in a daily life, I'm a project lead and operational excellence in the TwinScan factory.
All right, awesome. So you have some colleagues over there, I guess, with a dare to share story.
Yes, yes. We have Abby, Danny, and Don, and they indeed would like to share their dare to share. So let's start with Abby. You were the lead of tool packaging improvement in EF. Tell us more about it.
Thank you, Alexandra, and good morning, ASML. Factory focusing on tooling. So in 2024, EUV factory suffered with a lot of defected tooling, which costed us cycle time and high cost for the repair. So we run some analysis and we found out that 50% of these defects were actually lost components, which is like tools being incomplete. So we were running different types of root cause analysis and we found out. So we said, oh no, wait a moment, let's go in the clean room and align with our internal customers to see what's going on. So with our internal customers, we run an investigation and saw that to check one tool, we take approximately 20 minutes. I tried it myself. It took for me 30 minutes. So now we know what was hampering it from keeping it complete. So we use simple methodology. Like first we set a goal that we want to reduce this 20 minutes to 2 minutes. And we use two simple methodologies. Like we first number coding all the components, like 1, 2, 3, as well as making a nice overview picture inside the tool and outside the tool. So when you open it, you have a nice overview with number coded everything. And guess what? And then we implement this methodology in 220 equipments. And guess what? We saw an amazing result, 70% reduction on this incomplete for this 220 equipments. So my message, my personal message for this moment is like, if you have such challenges, I encourage everyone to go inside the clean room, to talk, to collaborate with your internal customers. And I assure you, you will have the best results. With this, I'm wishing you all the very best, and thank you. Thank you, Alexander.
Well, lovely.
Wow, that was very inspiring. Thank you, Abby. We have also here Danny and Don, who were working on the Flow program. So, Danny, tell us more about it.
Thank you, Alexander, for having me here. Heart rate 300 at the moment. Hi, world. I'm Danny, and I'm working as a technician at the TwinScan factory. Before I start, I want to thank everybody for making this time. And I could talk hours about the future factory, also known as the Flow line, but also about the big changes that we're going to see when we're going to work. And with changes also come uncertainty and criticism. That's why I've decided to show my respect to my dear colleagues, that are dedicated team members and also their stakeholders. So therefore, I want to also say, I joke now, right now. I'm sorry. That's yeah, sorry. I just joke now. Yeah, I want to say thank you for my colleagues. I'm very sorry.
That's great.
I'm so excited at the moment. So I'm going to give it to Don. He's much better at this. I'm sorry.
No worries, no worries. It was great.
Danny? No worry. I think great story from TF perspective on the Flow program. And yeah, we from manufacturing services, we also involved heavily into this program. And we don't do this only for TF. We also do this for EF, for the logistics, to make sure that we have as much as possible standardized processes across the factories here in Veldhoven. So what we've learned through the journey is that the key is that you involve the people from the floor also in your workshops. So yeah, we saw that with one of the Kaizen events which we organized. We prepared as much as possible the products and the kits before we deliver it to the Flow line, to Danny, who is working there. And during that event, we saw that the CRL team, which was participating, they didn't only join the event, but they really helped us with getting different perspective, help with better solutions. And we saw that during the implementation, they didn't just follow the processes, but they really owned it. They really made further improvements and trained their colleagues. So yeah, that really helped in our events and implementation for this. So a big shout out to the CRL team as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Don. Yeah, I want to thank all three of you. Really, it's very, very courageous to stand in front of the camera and yeah, daring to share your moments.
Yes, so thank you so much, Alexandra, Abby, Danny, and Don. And I would like to invite the world to applaud you one more time. There you are. Bye-bye, bye-bye. That was Veldhoven Campus. Okay, great to share all these stories. And if you have something to share, go to the event platform or just to react on the platform to your colleagues. It would be nice to do that. So before we go to the Continuous Improvement Awards, the prestigious ASML Continuous Improvement Awards, first I'd like to share something else. Because another example of daring to share is celebrating that sharing moment, right? That's very important for us. And so we have a very special message from our COO, Frédéric Schneider-Manori.
Dear colleagues, I wish you a fruitful, inspiring day. I love the fact you do it from Wilton, connected worldwide. The theme of your day is Dare to Share. And I really enjoy it because it is at the center of all what we do, of our values. First, collaborating. Of course, we all know, you know, that collaborating between members of a team, between teams in the same sector, in cross-sector, is fundamental to do our daily work. It is absolutely essential for manufacturing. But Dare to Share also relates to the care value. Sharing requires an attitude of openness, courage to speak up, to ask for help, but also to offer help. Sharing knowledge, experience, pain points, of course, is the right attitude to have to improve every day our performance. And you know our challenges in terms of cost and quality. But every day, everyone, everywhere, this is also what we call continuous improvement. And I know that all of you are fighting very hard around there to get the awards that will be distributed today. I'm pretty sorry not to be able to do it physically, but I am with you with my thoughts and all my encouragements. Have a nice day.
Thank you so much, Frederick. Yes. Thank you so much. All right. This is a very special moment. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the award show? Yes? Let's give it up for the award show! There we go! There we go. Yes, the CI Awards, because last year we started with our Continuous Improvement Awards, the competition. It was a great success. Teams from all over the world shared smart ideas and strong improvements. And this year, of course, we are back even more excited to see what great things you will bring. The winners of last year, they had an awesome time because they had a trip to Veldhoven. The Tainan factory, they visited the Veldhoven campus in March. They were hosted by Global Manufacturing. And the visit, there was a tour of the EUV factory, the TWINSCAN factory, manufacturing services. They also had a sit down with Andries and Hans to share, of course, their improvements and their experience of the visit. And of course, they also visited the Experience Center, the Innovation Center. It was a lot. But then they also had a kickboxing class. So that they enjoyed that as well. I don't know if that was with Andries or against Andries, or that's unknown, right? But they enjoyed themselves very much. So we have 6 categories today for the Continuous Improvement Awards. Let's see what the categories are. Safety and people, ensuring the well-being and safety of our workforce. Quality, of course, enhancing the quality of our products and processes. Delivery, improving the efficiency and timeliness of our deliveries. Cost, of course, reducing cost while maintaining or improving performance. Sustainability, promoting environmentally friendly practices and reducing our carbon footprint. And Dare to Share, this is a very special category for this year, on the theme of this year, encouraging sharing of innovative ideas and best practices. And because our factories are spread across the world, and the event, of course, has a very full schedule, we'll present some awards right now and some later today. In this first session, we will announce the winners of the categories Quality, Delivery, and Dare to Share. And later today, with our US colleagues, we'll announce the other winners, Safety and People, Cost, and Sustainability. Each person, so every person in, let's say, also the runners-up, will receive a very special thank you award from Andries. And there's also one big prize, that's the Go Gemba Award. That team wins the prize and will get a chance to visit one of the factories of their choice. It's a chance to learn, to share, to meet others, explore a new city or country. And the Go Gemba winner will be announced in this session. Ooh, yeah. So we've received eight entries from, we've received entries from 8 factories. And, well, let's go for the prizes. Are you ready? Yes, okay. Let's begin. We start with quality, then delivery, then Dare to Share. Let's go first to the category quality, the foundation of everything we deliver. This award celebrates those who have raised the bar, reduced defects, improved standards, and made our products more reliable than before. So who is handing out the prizes? Well, Leon, since you will be presenting the awards later today, I would like to invite Ben Winters and Eric Korsten to come forward. Ben and Eric, come forward to award the prizes. So good to have you back on stage again. Yeah, both good to have you back on stage. Let's go to the nominees. The nominees are behind us. So the nominees in the quality section are Linkau factory, manufacturing services, and the TwinScan factory. Congratulations to them all. Give them a warm round of applause. So, just to announce a bit how this works, right? Receiving a prize. If you win, right? These are the Oscars of the manufacturing awards. There's nothing higher than this, right? So if you win that prize, act as if you win the Oscar. So you go high-fiving through the crowd, and then you come up with your team cheering, whether it's here in Eindhoven or in Linkau or wherever you are. Go on stage and receive your prize, right? So this is how we're going to do it. So let's go. So who has the first? I guess Eric, you have. Could you give a cryptic description without revealing who the winner is?
I have a cryptic description. This team applied lean tools to identify several causes and worked together with supporting departments to implement countermeasures to eliminate the risks.
Okay.
Any idea already?
No.
Skills training was enhanced and outdated work instructions were reviewed and updated to ensure sustainability. Since the inception of this CI, there has been no reoccurrence of this issue in the past 6 months.
Oh, okay. So now we're going to announce the winner. The winner in the category quality is...
Give a Champions League applause to the TwinScan factory.
TwinScan factory! Come forward, come forward. Yeah, there you go. Come forward, you can stand over here. You can stand over here in a line. Everybody here. Yeah, everybody here. That's a high five. You could stand over here. If you could, for the cameras, it's better to be in between Ben and Eric. Yes, there you are. So, there you are. You can, will you do the honors?
Well, first of all, congratulations to all of you. Very well done. Winning this important prize in this extremely important category, obviously. Congratulations. And if you don't mind, I hand over the prize itself to the lady in the team.
There you are.
Very well done.
Wow. This is good. Any questions?
And I think my only question to you, I could ask many questions, but the real question is, how are you going to celebrate this?
Sander, yeah, here you go.
Yeah, I think with some drinks. At the end of the day, just enjoy.
Yeah,
very good.
Yeah. Well, this is the doubling down on they win a prize on quality, and your question is, how are you going to celebrate?
Well, it's an important thing, eh?
Drinking.
Yeah. Okay. A warm round of applause, TwinScan Factory. Take a little bit of a picture. All right, great guys and girl. Thank you so much. Congratulations. And they made a video on what the quality exactly was. This is the video. Let's have a look. Yes, the winners, yeah, there they are. You can see them partying, right? So let's go to the next prize, the accolades. This is the category delivery. Well, delivery is, of course, getting the right product to the right place at the right time without any compromise. The nominees in this category found smarter, faster, more effective ways to keep us on time and ahead of the game. Here are the teams that helped us deliver And the nominees are Manufacturing Services, Linkau Factory, and the Wilton Factory. Give them a warm round of applause. Put your hands together. I guess, Eric, you have, or Ben, you have the cryptic description?
Cryptic description.
Go ahead.
Where the traditional solution would have been to add additional resources, sounds like ASML, this team used GoGamba to analyze the current condition and visualize it in a value stream map. Using Fishbone and 5Y analysis, they identified potential root causes and used an impact effort matrix to select their improvements. The countermeasures introduced resulted in an astonishing 21% cycle time reduction.
Wow, this is interesting, right? So the winner in the category delivery is...
Champions League applause for Linkau Factory.
Linkau Factory! Woo! There they are. So Tony is handing out the award, right? We're applauding you all. And maybe some Q&A, yeah?
Well, congratulations. I think you're the last door between ASML and the customers. So able to deliver effectively is truly a great performance. So how do you feel to be recognized in front of thousands of people live?
Truly feel grateful and inspired by winning this award. And this is very meaningful for my project team. So I want to thank to all my Linkau Link team and MPS member. Thank you for your support. Thank you.
Thank you. Great.
Well, thank you so much. Congratulations. Thank you, Tony. Tony, for handing out the award. And let's have a look at what this team had for a CI improvement. Let's have a look.
This is Aaron from the Parts Reuse, Linkau Factory. The parts scanner system is a mature product. Now we are facing high demand, but suffering from long lead times. We identified 10 root causes related to logistics, scale visibility, and material quality. We choose 5 of them to address due to their low efforts but high impact, including improvements in our way of working, increasing people visibility, and extending the repair scope for critical parts. This project prevents a loss of 60 million in revenue and avoid 46k euro in costs for labor and facility. I want to share this because we are very proud of these achievements. Our mature products continues to improve.
Give it up for the Linkau Factory. All right. So the next category is called Dare to Share. This is a very special category based on the theme of today. This award honors those who stepped forward, shared their ideas boldly, and inspired others to do the same. This is not just about the result, but also about the courage to speak up, collaborate, and drive change. So let's have a look at the nominees. We have the EUV Factory, the Tainan Factory, and Manufacturing Services. Ben, could you tell me more about the winning team in a cryptic way?
Sure. I will give you a cryptic description of this extremely important category. This team conducted extensive GoGambas to monitor and gather information in order to understand what was causing this phenomenon that was creating so much difficulty. They worked closely together with manufacturing teams, did extensive root cause analysis, and identified improvement work streams. Pretty impressive. For those of you who work in the clean room, I'm sure you will have noticed this dramatic and drastic improvement.
Right. And the winner in the category Dare to Share is...
Winner is EUV Factory for Clean Room Corridor.
EUV Factory! Come forward, guys. Just in the middle between Eric and Ben. This is, yeah, give it up. So, yeah, there they are, proud, standing over there. There you go. Congratulations.
Congratulations, congratulations. I've seen the results, of course. Who wants to match on?
Thank you, Eric.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, a question. They did prep a question for me. I think the question was, how are you feeling at this moment?
Yeah, go ahead.
Very proud on the result, of course. And we want, of course, also to thank all the stakeholders involved for manufacturing, logistics, for making this happen. Yeah, thank you very much.
Another important question. Are the corridors clean at this moment in time?
Still some work to do, but we are working on it, and we are very convinced that we can reach that result.
Right.
Thank you.
Awesome, awesome. So, one round of applause. Let's give it up. And let's have a look at the video they posted on their solution, their CI solution.
This is Mertjan, working in NFC Factory Planning and Logistics. I will be talking about the Empty Corridors project. Let me take you right inside the EUV factory. You will see goods and people are moving freely and safely. And this wasn't always like this. In 2024, this was much different. What was happening is our parts, tools, and packaging flows were not optimized. There was also aging and stagnations. This resulted in full corridors, unsafe, delayed our movements, and it was also a mood and productivity killer. We split up this problem, and we defined work streams to bring structural solutions. Together with the team, we gradually turned the situation around. We went from full corridors to empty corridors every quarter with improvements. We realized 400,000 euro cost benefits, and we have realized 3,000 euro per system build cost reduction. And this also on top of the 5S feeling in the clean room that has been felt by the business. I would like to thank my team and all of you who have contributed to the success of this project. Thank you.
Yeah, give it up for the EUV team. Great work, guys. Great work. So, this leaves us to the Go Gemba Award. The Go Gemba Award is goes out to the improvement that didn't just excel in one category, but truly stood out for its impact, for its innovation, and the way it embodied the spirit of continuous improvement. Wow. I didn't write this myself. This was really good. So Ben, could you tell me a bit more about the winner of the Go Gemba Award?
Sure. Here comes another cryptic description.
Yes.
The judging panel looked for a solution that delivered measurable results, inspired change, and could serve as a model for future improvement, not just in one area, but across our business. This is raising the bar.
Yes.
This year's overall winner demonstrated outstanding teamwork, creative problem solving, and a clear commitment to making things better for our people, our customers, and our future.
Wow. So we don't know where the winner is. We don't have any nominees. It's a big surprise. So the winner of the Go Gemba Award 2025 is...
Please join me in congratulating the Go Gemba Award winners, which is the Linkau Factory.
Linkau Factory! Wow. There they go again. Wow. He's getting a heart attack, right? Oh, there they are. Big smiles there in Linkau. Oh, good, good. He said, yeah.
Well, I don't want the audience to mistakenly thinking we only have 3 employees working because they get the same awards. Congratulations once again. So when you win this award, who will be the first person you think about calling if it's not me? It could be me.
And thank you, Tony. And I think I will say very thank you. And I think I will call my family first because this is they are the world of me. So yeah, thank you.
Great. Thank you.
Wow,
Thank you.
so sweet. All right. Very much deserved. Linkau Factory. They are the big winner of the Go Gamba Award. Tony Chow, thank you so much for handing out the awards. Ben and Eric, thank you so much for handing out the awards. Give them a warm round of applause, please. Give it up for those two people. So this brings us to the end of the prizes. Thank you so much for everybody that submitted all their ideas. Thank you for doing that. And thank you for being here to celebrate all those big achievements. Every nominee receives a very special thank you award from Andri. So thank you so much. All right, so now let's connect again for a Dare to Share moment. Let's go to our colleagues in Berlin. And in Berlin is factory head Thomas Polzer. Thomas, welcome back again. There you are. How's the vibe over there?
So far, so good. The only thing which is a bit annoying is that we haven't won an award.
I know. I could say lots of things about that, but I won't do that. So maybe you could. You have some colleagues that have Dare to Share moments, right?
Yeah, I have, especially Alex, stand up. I would like to introduce you to Alexander Bielefeld. He's a group lead within our CNC organization, and he offered really to share with you his Dare to Share moment. Alex, welcome, and
hi, Thomas.
Just whatever you want to explain or share, feel free to do.
Yeah. Hi, Thomas, and hello, everyone at ASML. Thank you for the opportunity to share my personal and special moment for Dare to Share that hits the this year's motto, Dare to Share. And first of all, congratulations to all the colleagues out there for the CI award. Today I want to share a special moment that took place last year after the Global Manufacturing Day. One of our colleagues, Justin Hart from the Witten factory and the CNC department, wants the CI award also. He was finding a way for reduce greatly the time and waste of material in the CNC processes. And he was invited to visit us here in Berlin and share his insights. Yeah, he was welcomed during his visit by our operational excellence and CNC teams. We prepared some presentations to show how we work here in Berlin and also manage our CNC processes and on which continue improvements we work on right here. And for example, our improvement for data management. And this wasn't a one-way street. Because he showcased us his own CI award and show what challenges and awards they get in the Witten factory. Yeah.
So Alex, thanks for sharing. And I think what is the combining factor really here compared with what we experienced a few minutes ago, that winning an award made this happen. Yeah, so that the colleague from Wilton at the end, by choosing Berlin to visit as gaining the prize from the year before, made it happen that on a working level there was an extended exchange. So looking on that, so what was your personal key learning out of this?
Yeah, for me, it's a perfect example for keep sharing, keep learning, keep daring, speak up and listen to each other. And so we can grow stronger together across teams, across borders. Yes, so thank you, Thomas. And with that, I want to give you back to you.
Okay, so I think this is a big applause.
All right. Well, the lesson here is, Thomas, is visit Berlin more often, right? That's the lesson, or not?
Yeah. So I think anyway, Berlin is a great city to come to, not only from the factory perspective.
I agree to that. I agree to that. Thank you so much for the colleagues from Berlin. It was awesome to see you guys. All right. Wow. So, this brings us to the end of this segment of the program. I'm wishing you, all the colleagues in Korea and Taiwan, a wonderful evening. Everyone in Berlin and Veldhoven campus, thank you so much. Berlin and Veldhoven, we'll see you in the second part of the program. Lots of love and a warm round of applause. We're putting the hands together one more time here in Eindhoven for you guys all. Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. See you next time. Bye-bye. Everybody, so we can relax now.
应该是没关麦克风。他们讲的应该是 Rich。好，非常谢谢大家，我们有惊无险的完成了这一次的连线，谢谢。然后我想，另外也请大家给个掌声，给现场有被提名的这个 CR。我觉得提这个是非常困难的啦，就是它要中间很多这个严格的审核，还有这个很多里面这个细节的设计。所以也谢谢台南跟林口的林 team， 还有所有被提名的，你们都获得非常重要的奖，谢谢。好，那么接下来呢，我们的这个 agenda 走到了。Marketplace 就是现在大概是4点11分，那么就在我们刚刚早上有讲过，在6楼呢，我们有举办个 Marketplace， 就是有几个小的摊位，有林口跟台南的伙伴在上面会跟大家分享一些关于 manufacturing 的小知识，大家可以上去参观，那可以这个闯关换礼物。那么在1楼会场的同仁呢，你的餐盒在外面，所以你可以拿了餐盒再去6楼参加。那请大家要帮我记得是一定要在5点的时候准时回来，我们会进行半小时的闭幕。那准时回来，我们准时结束就可以让台南的同仁们搭上接驳车回高铁站，好吗？好，那么我们就5点见喽！再次谢谢大家赶快参加，谢谢。